thank you for being here. There's a happy meeting of minds at Possible. We've talked a lot about AI over the last couple of days, including the session that just ended. Very few companies have been at the forefront of ushering in AI and Gen AI as Microsoft has been, and you clearly lead their efforts in the UK for AI and data and financial services. Help us understand what Microsoft's vision for AI transformation is, Joseph, and why that should matter to this audience.
Yeah, absolutely. And thank you for having me, and great to see you all in the audience. So look, at Microsoft, we believe in empowering every organization on the planet to achieve more. And never in all of our history has that been more possible than the age of AI that we're in now. So for those in the audience that don't know, at Microsoft, we focus really on three key pillars or kind of themes when it comes to AI, especially in this kind of stage one phase that we're in. So the first would be every application, right? So this is looking at the speed of development that we can use AI to enhance. Now, a lot of you would have seen chatbots. A lot of you would have seen these early iterations of what's possible. But this is one of the most exciting areas for me because the speed of development and what we can do with code and AI is going to absolutely revolutionize just about every application we can build enterprise-wide. The second kind of big focus for us is every business process. So from a business process perspective, if you think about your internal operations, if you think about what you can offer from a customer experience perspective, or if you think about the products you can build, all of those can be accelerated, enhanced exponentially through AI. And the final piece, which is something I use every day, is empowering every employee. So we believe that there is a co-pilot for everyone in the world, everyone in this audience, across enterprise and also consumer. So I'll give one quick example. Every morning I used to read my emails, I used to catch up on meetings I missed, my actions. I ask Copilot every morning, summarize everything that I need to know today, and what used to take an hour takes, a matter of seconds, right? So it's a super, super exciting time. Our partnership is going to be a fantastic part of this journey.
Thank you for saying that, Joseph. There's a very complete way of thinking about things, and I can certainly tell you about Copilot saved me hundreds of hours of that, as I'm sure it has for many members of our audience. Sitting as we are under this big, beautiful orange sign, I think it would be remiss of us not to talk about the role that Teradata's data and AI platform plays in helping customers achieve the vision that you just outlined. How do you think about a partnership?
Yeah, I mean, look, so data is the cornerstone of everything we're trying to achieve in the world of AI. And Teradata bring the data kind of to the table, let's say. For those that don't know, Microsoft's data end-to-end data platform, it's Fabric, and it was built, kind of purpose-built for everything going on in the AI world today. And Teradata, as a partner, have kind of leaned in. So if we take the launch of AI Unlimited, think of it, serverless AI ML, on cloud, integrated into Fabric, unlocking all the capabilities of the two companies' best-in-class kind of data capabilities. What excites me about it the most, though, and this is across our partnership, it allows engineers and data scientists to really pause and be able to spin up or spin down environments instantly, right? And pulling from one clean, secure data source. Right. And then on top of that, because that's kind of like our engineering prowess together as two organizations. What is the most exciting thing to me is not necessarily the product element that we're innovating with, it's the cultural change. So when you can get a team of data scientists and engineers, creative, experimenting, trying to innovate and push the boundaries with kind of zero cost impact to the organization, that's when you set the framework for how you're going to be different in the future.
I love the phrase pushing boundaries. That's, I feel like, what we're doing together. And I'm incredibly excited, I think, about AI Unlimited on Fabric, and I think bringing that circle of life that's going to come GA in November. But we know, Joseph, it's not just AI Unlimited. We have a very strong engineering pipeline. What can customers expect in the next quarter or so?
Yeah, so I'll just make one kind of general statement about our partnership before I go into that, which is And there's a lot of kind of partnerships. Everyone in the room would have worked across their career in partnerships and alliances and built these really cool things. But 99% of the time, partnerships in a corporate enterprise world are, let's go have coffee, let's go out for a nice dinner once a month. We do a QBR, and there's...
I hope you're going to say we do more than just dinners.
Yeah, well, we do. But that's what excites me about our partnership, right? Which is our partnership is grounded in our engineering teams. So it's not about, well, I wouldn't mind an invite to a nice dinner, but it's not necessarily about the kind of standard things. It's about developing and building best-in-class solutions that our customers can benefit from. And I've worked across many partners, and I can say it's unique. So just a couple of examples. We have Vantage Cloud on Azure, which is essentially a harmonization of all of an organization's data sources, pulls it together so that no matter where you are in an organization, top, bottom, left, right, you have access to a safe and secure repository of an organization's data so that you're able to innovate on top of it. And a good example off the back of that is we built Ask AI, which is a user interface to allow anyone in a company to ask a question on any of the company's data to help them run themselves, their team, their operations better. So my co-pilot example earlier, very, very similar, right? And then we have things coming up, right? So we'll have the ability for Vantage Cloud to integrate seamlessly into Azure and Azure and Fabric data science platform, and it's gonna really fundamentally change the way the world works, right? So it's super exciting to me.
I love the aspiration. I love that this is being recorded because that was a fantastic list. We have obviously, I think, talked a lot about AI and the migrate and modernization journeys. And some of the things that we have inbuilt into the partnership are financial incentives as part of that program. And customers can achieve, get that incentive, but also access Vantage on both Fabric and Azure marketplaces. And as they're doing that, they can, of course, deploy those use cases. And I think I heard you say to do that at scale and cost effectively. We've got more than 100 large-scale enterprise customers. Is there a particular example that comes to your mind, Joseph, when you think about that migrate and modernize journey?
So there's a lot of examples that come to mind. I'll give you one. So Alior, who I believe are going to be here today, right?
They are.
That's a project where we migrated over 90 terabytes of data together as a partnership. That was across 1,000 users, daily active users, and it was over 3,000 business processes. At the end of the day, nothing we do matters if it doesn't impact the business process. And there has to be some way that what we're doing from a technology perspective impacts the end user and the business process. The kind of really cool output of that project together was processes that kind of took like months, turned into weeks, turned into days, and in some cases, seconds, right? And that's just from the power of our technology, but empower the end user, the business, and their end customers as well, right? That's 100,000 daily interactions across that business, right? So something really, really cool there.
What a great story, and many congratulations to the Alior team. If you want to go chat to them about their experiences, I think, as you said, they're in the audience, and they'll be more than happy to share that. Let's close, Joseph, like the way we started, by talking about AI. What is the breadth of AI use cases that you're seeing in your role with Microsoft? And is there a particular example of one of our joint customers that brings that AI at scale story to life?
Yeah, so every day I see new use cases, new customers talking about different kind of AI challenges that they're facing, right? And me personally, what I believe will be the biggest impact of AI is the ability to develop. So if you rewind 2 years ago, I was leading a team of kind of 100 engineers, and all we did was code and build apps, and it was a really exciting time. GPT-3, I think 3.5, launched soon after, and the output kind of jumped 100, 200% almost overnight. And if you look at the code around the world today, 70% of it, all code ever, 70% of it was developed by AI, written by AI, right? So that's a 2-year time frame where all of that code has changed into AI written code. So from a personal perspective, I think that's going to be the most exciting leaps we can make.
Right.
Because right now, companies profiting from AI, it's not really a thing. It's more customer experience. It's more building new products. But when developers, data scientists can rely on AI to build enterprise scale applications, it's going to be hugely impactful. And just another customer example, different industry, different country, American Airlines, they came to us. They came to us looking for a solution post-COVID when they knew that they needed to innovate, to stay alive, to be modern, to be relevant. And they needed their entire data estate basically reconfigured, re-architected, all of the above. And what we were able to do as a joint team was, 170 terabytes of data migrated onto Vantage Cloud on Azure. We essentially were able to take the 4 million daily queries of that data and turn it into actionable kind of insights that run all of American Airlines' daily operations today. So think about that. I think the biggest airline out of the US literally relies on our technology and the AI innovations we're putting on top of it. So it's been a hugely successful partnership, and I can't speak more highly about how excited I am for the journey ahead.
What a brilliant story. And my favorite part about that example is that American Airlines was doing customer segmentation that used to take 2 hours on SaaS, took 20 minutes on Databricks, and now takes 2 minutes on Vantage. That's throughput acceleration for you. That's the power of our partnership. Thank you for being here, and thank you for the partnership.
Absolutely. Thank you.